Trying to break up this 13. You know, play a 9, then a 4, then a 4, then a 5, then a 4. You know what I mean? Trying to break it up. Yeah. Make it try and mute it. Yeah. I was listening to the phone app. Yeah, the phone app. That's a weird. I was just playing 13s and just kind of flipping. My favorite chop. Let me think. I don't know if I have a favorite chop. Okay, here's one. That's just. Another one of my favorites is. Let me think. You know, that's just simple. You know, but I liked it. I don't necessarily have favorite chops. I kind of have go-tos. And I have like so many go-tos. I go through phases where heavily rely on this go-to, and I heavily rely on another go-to. Another go-to is this. That's just. Another one is this. Let me think of an alternating. Okay, here's a good one. You know. So, I usually go. This. I just started doing this. I usually go. So a lot of the stuff I do is just really simple. Like really simple. Speed kind of obscures it. But it's really, and it's not just me. Most guys are like, man, what is he doing? It's really simple. Like, here's another one. All that is it's just, that's all it is, just alternating. You know, I just went. That's all it is. Um, but a lot of the stuff I do is really, really simple. It's based on singles, doubles, and paradiddles. Singles, doubles, paradiddles. Except I don't do regular. I don't do paradiddle. I do they're inverted. You know what I mean? So a lot of my stuff is really, really simple. Like I used to do really complex stuff, but after a while, it's like reading a dictionary and learning a bunch of songs that you're probably never going to learn because when people want to hear you play, if you got a bunch of dudes in the audience like watching you, you really want to mix. You want girls and guys. Girls bring money. And if you got girls, the girls bring the guys. So it is what it is. Um, girls attract the guys, you know. But a lot of times when you're playing, like if you're a musician, you tend to look at musicians from a musician standpoint, which tends to be impress me, impress me, impress me, impress me, or what is he playing? What is he playing? What is he playing? You know, and I've learned like you gotta play to the audience, man. You've gotta assume that the audience is musically illiterate. They can't, unless they say, okay, Mark Edwards on the drums, and I just, they give me a solo, and I try to keep that simple. You know, I'm not gonna pull out chops until I'm in a musical situation where everybody is like, and I have to play at a higher level. But I usually play stuff that's really simple. You um, I got basic, four-way independence exercises. You know what I mean? That's you know. But that just comes from doing the same thing over and over and over and over. Doing this, I would literally sit and watch YouTube videos like this. And if it were an hour-long video, I would just okay. I might alternate it. You know what I mean? So, but it's just from, keep doing the same thing over and over. It's kind of like making your bed. Or it's kind of like making your bed. I always use the making your bed analogy. Things get easier the more you keep making your bed. It goes from like 10 minutes to like 2 minutes and then it becomes mindless. Like you might have a day where you don't have to go to work or you don't have to go to school. So you're going to get up and you plan on going back to bed. You might get up, I don't know, go outside, check your mail, put on your house shoes, walk outside, check your mail, come back in, and lay back down and just like lounge out, just bed rot. Um, but sometimes when things go on autopilot, you'll get out of your bed and make up your bed, and then go outside, and check your mail and walk back inside and be like, oh man, I forgot. I'm getting right back into bed. Why did I make up my bed? You know what I mean? It's like that. Keep doing it until it becomes mindless. And for me, it's boring to just sit here looking at the walls closing in on me like, you know. So I need something to kind of occupy. Number one, it occupies my time. It occupies my brain. and it gives me it helps to get to the place of it helps to get to the autopilot place. It helps to get to that place. So you know, but yeah, a lot of the stuff I do is like, and plus you guys got to forgive me. I'm burnt. Um, I haven't even gotten out of my workout clothes. You know, and I today was a light workout. I only did an hour and like 40 minutes. Usually I do about 2 hours a morning. Um, I took it easy today. I was like, I'll probably work out later on today. Work out again for another 30 minutes later on today. But yeah, I was just like, I need to take it easy. Um, but it's just consistency, man. It's like I would literally sit here. Hold on. Thank you, Mom. I will.
1
I would
2
literally
3
sit here like
4
this
1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2
while
3
I'm watching
4
YouTube.
1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4
Just
1
kind of
2
sit here like
3
this.
4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3.
I would just sit there and just, for like an hour. You know, yeah, for like an hour. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, man. Um, but yeah, or I would do like herdias. I like herdias because you can alternate with them. You know, you know, I would just sit there and do herdias or flam taps. You know, yeah, Or here's a good one for alternating. This is something I came up with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, back to 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. You know what I mean? It helps your cross coordination. You know what I mean? Um, and what I like to do is I like to watch a YouTube video, so it forces me to focus. You know what I mean? Because I'm listening right now. I'm listening to a YouTube video, and I'm trying to play and count at the same time. You know, I like to kind of create as many distractions as possible to force me to focus. You know. Another thing you can do like improve your ghost notes, you know, there. Now, a good exercise for ghost notes is can't do it like I used to. You know, or this one. So anything alternating where it's forcing you to. You know, anything that's alternating that's going to cause you to have to do doubles with one hand. You know, so because that's all what do you call it are? Ghost notes are? YouTube is doing too much with the commercials. You know, so that's just 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 2, 3. It sounds like it's not. It's not. It's you know, so it sounds like I can't even do that. I saw Dennis Chambers do it, and I slowed it down. I was like, that's what he's doing. He's doing 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3. And then I did my homework, and I was like, well, where did he get it from? He got it from Lenny White, the drummer for Return to Forever. I was like, so I saw an old video from the 70s of him doing it. And I slowed it down. I was like, oh, he's doing the same thing. Oh, so yeah. How long has I been playing? I've been playing for about 50 years. I'll be 60 in about 2 weeks. I am really tired and I need a nap. And I got a belly full. I just ate a whole big bowl of oatmeal. I like oatmeal because it's a great source of just like simple carbs, which is energy. Okay. But it'll be 51 years. I don't know. Like I've messed around earlier, and then I started regularly playing, and I didn't really didn't take it serious until I was like maybe 15, 14, 15. I started. But yeah, I played drums off and on. You know, the first time I really really played drums, I was like maybe 7. My mom got me a little drum set for like Christmas. I beat the crap out of that. And then later on, I started playing piano. I'm not piano, I'm playing guitar. And then I started playing piano. And then when I was 13, I lied to my friends and told them I could play drums, you know. And I've messed around, but, I could kind of fiddle around. And then I lied to my friends. I was like, yeah, I play drums, but like, I didn't really play drums. I messed around. I didn't really play. I had played drums, but um, but when I was 13, in order to keep up the lie, I had to keep playing consistently in order to get better. And I was so obsessive and so single-mindedly focused that I got pretty good. So by the time I hit like 14, right around almost 15, I was playing in bars and clubs with dudes who were in their mid to late 20s. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm pretty good at it, you know. Um, so yeah, you know. But even then, even you know, when I turned like 26, I was like, I'm good. Like 25 or 26, I was like, I'm good. I'm retired. And then a friend of mine, a really good friend of mine, was like, "Nah, you may walk away, but you're not retired. It's part of like somebody with that much talent and that much focus. They just don't walk away from stuff like that." And I look back and I was like, he was right. Because my wife told me that. Um, my wife was like, "That's your music is your gift." My wife, the church that I belong to, the singers in the church, they were like, "Yeah, you're a natural." The music director was like, "Yeah, you're a natural." Like it was consistent, One of the preachers at my church was like, "Yeah, you're a natural. Yeah, you have a God-given gift. It's natural for you." So I've always kind of been attracted to music, but I didn't really start playing till I was like maybe 9. And then by the time I was 13, I had to play to keep up the lie. But like I said, I wasn't really like I was playing guitar back when I was like 9. I was playing. I had a red. It was a fake Gibson ES 335 with a tremolo. And I played the heck out of that. I played the heck out of that. Um, and then by the time I turned like 11, um, Roger Troutman from the Zap Band. He did more bounce to the outs and all that stuff. He was a keyboard player. He had the vocoder thing. I was like, I want to do that. So I just started playing keyboards and stuff like that. But you know, keyboards, like all the cool dudes in my school were drummers. You know, and I was like, if you ever seen Family Matters, Steve Urkel, the nerdy neighbor, I looked exactly like him, except I had really really bad acne. So I was desperate to be cool. So I lied to my friends that I could play drums. And in my mind, I had it in my mind. And I look back, I could have just been like, played a basic, and they would have been cool with it. But I went out and I was like, I got all these Rush albums and stuff like that, and I started learning that stuff and learning Zeppelin. You know what I mean? And I actually got good at it. I actually got really, really good. But it was just from like practicing a lot. Like, you know, I don't, I think there's a natural gravitation for people to go to music, but I don't think there's a natural talent necessarily. The reason why I say that is because like the running joke in my house was the only reason why he's good at drums is because he practices a lot. He's always practicing to a metronome because he can barely chew gum and walk at the same time. He's got no rhythm. He can't dance. He can barely clap his hands to the beat. He's got no rhythm. You know what I mean? And they're kind of right. Like I work with a metronome all the time because I have to work on my timing, So yeah, I get 30s. I get like mid 30s. I get that a lot. They're like, "Oh, you're like 35, 36." Yeah, you're about 35, 36. Until they hear my conversation and they're like, "Nah, he's a little older." Yeah, he's a little older. Um, but yeah, I've had people like ask for my ID like, "You're lying. Let me see your ID." I'm like, "Bro, I'm in here." And they're like, "Holy smokes." So yeah. All right, guys, I'm tired. I really need to take a nap. I've been up since like 4:30, but I will be back. I'll be back. I'll be back. Man, this dude Diddy is a nut job. He's got like big like chests full of baby oil. He's got like bags of like Astroglide and like condoms and like this dude was a freak a league freakity freak. Bro. what happens, man, is when you make a lot of money, like there was a town. It was a Roman port. It was called Corinth. And Corinth was a very wealthy town. And like there was a term called live like a Corinthian. And that meant live with just rampant debauchery and immorality. When you get a lot of money, it's kind of like what Dave Chappelle said. Dave Chappelle said, for normal people, like you're like, "Hey, Johnny, how you doing?" "Yeah, I'm good." He said for him, it's like he doesn't have to look for trouble. Trouble just comes to him. He's like, "Hey, man, I got a hot air balloon and a bunch of chicks. You want to come along? A bunch of naked chicks. You want to come along?" It just like comes to him. And that's when it happens like that, man. Like when you're like uber rich, it just trouble just comes to you. You know what I mean? And there's a term. Your character, your success will take you where your character cannot sustain you. You know what I mean? And like I know rich dudes, and you know, they kind of they've confirmed what a lot of the stuff I've kind of like seen and observed. They've confirmed my observations. It's hard, man. People want money until they get it, and then once they get it, it gets bad. You know what I mean? Because you got the money to do whatever you want. You got all the money to do what you want, how you want it. If some chick won't do it, you'll pay for another chick who will. Like it just doesn't matter. Like you'll if one chick won't do it, you'll pay for 10 more chicks who'll do what she won't do. Like and they'll be like 10 times better looking than her. Like you know what I mean? It's crazy. It's scary. But yeah, let me get out of here. I'm gonna take a little cat nap. I'm sitting there watching this Diddy trial. This is like this. Oy vey. Nah, I never heard. Making sure I ain't muted. Never heard of Brian Evans. He's on YouTube. Manny Bandana, what's good, my brother? Yeah, I don't drink, man. I don't drink. It slows you down. I don't like any kind of intoxicant because I like to always be alert. There's an old army term: stay alert, stay alive. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't do nothing. You know, stay alert, stay alive, man. You know, life is like a battlefield, man. You gotta be on point, man. Gotta be on point. But yeah, I'll be back, guys. I'll be back.